Hello, I'm going to, I'm bored today and I want to clean my room, but I'm not allowed to lift things because I just had surgery. So instead I'm going to organize a bunch of my fidget toy type things as just something to do, and I thought it'd be fun to show you the different ones I have. So, guess I don't have to start with any particular one. Oh, sorry, my voice sounds funny. I'm both sneezy and my throat's still a little funny from being intubated. But I will try to speak clearly. Okay, so I think my having like a collection first started with like obviously I have butts and bobs that I keep. The first time I was like, oh, I'll have some and have a little bag of fidget stuff. Was a friend of mine sent me an assortment that they bought online and sent to me. It was one of those things where they did it on Amazon, and it didn't fill out the little tag, so it just arrived one day with no explanation. It took a while for me to find out who the heck had sent it. So that was a fun little discovery, but it was full of really neat stuff. So I'm showing you some of these. So I have some like variations of things too. Like for instance, we've got like 3 different of the, like here's the classic fidget toy thing, right? So this came out past when I was, I think, traditionally in school. This was much later. I am ancient, it's the ancient ways. But it's got, so in case you've been living somewhere under a rock and you're unfamiliar with these, there's this part, which is kind of nice to run your thumb against. And this is smooth, but it moves, so it's like a marble in there, right? And then you have a light switch type thing, you have a joystick type thing. This is a spinny. And then there's multiple buttons, right? And one of them, well, one of them is meant to be a silent button. I guess mine is not. And then this is just like a worry stone. It's got a little indentation here. So, in my mind, the mark of a good fidget toy is that you can play with it one-handed. Because for me, the purpose of having something is to keep one hand busy so that your other hand can actually concentrate. That's how it works for me. It's not the same for everybody. Or it might just be something that's, you know, soothing to you to play with or whatnot. So, this is nice and compact, but for mine anyway, I don't know that this is the one. So this is not the one that necessarily came with that bag. One of these came with the bag, but I think this was one of the first things. Someone was like, oh, a fidget thing. I'm going to got a fidget thing. So here we go, type of thing. And I don't remember if it was always as noisy as this day, but it's fairly noisy to play with. Which, you know, if I had been doing this in school, I'm sure it would have been taken away from me as stop making noises. You're distracting the other students and everything. I think it's just probably from use over time. I probably used to be quieter, but either way, the sound level on this thing has probably made it that it's no longer a good for a school type of situation. But just to play with by itself is probably fine. But sorry. As pre-warned, I am sneezy today. But the cube itself, while nicely fitting in one hand, it's not really the most pleasing shape. So, like, if I was going to choose one of these guys, I'd probably actually go for one of these controller thingies. Now, to use it to best advantage, this is actually two-hander, which in my mind then takes away some of the benefit of the fidget if you're trying to do it to fidget and work. But if you're just trying to relax yourself or whatever, it's not as bad. So this one's got some noisy buttons, but also a silent one. It's got this thing, which is like, so one of these is clicky, right? It just rolls. And this one is silent, but it's got a texture. And this has got a texture too. So like, kind of like our worry stone before, right, was smooth. This one's got a texture, which is nice. And there's like, you know, if you ever had one of those jobs where you had to count people going in, it's one of those. Obviously a joystick. And then we've got our button, which could also be a worry stone if you wanted it to be. And then this spinny guy. The attraction for the spinny guy is not much for me because I don't feel like it goes as, like it goes smoothly, but the gesture is not super smooth for me, I guess. So I'm not super into whatever that's supposed to do for it. One of my favorite parts of this is actually this one here. So for me, like I'll do this one-handed and that'll work well for me. Or have the texture thing. I don't know why, but sometimes I guess feeling the texture is soothing, so that's nice for me. This one's more brightly colored, which I like, but they're both good. This one's less noticeable, so that's really nice. But they're exactly the same thing. But those are my assorted, like, I don't know, this is the official Fidget Cube device type of thing, I guess. And my gaming style Fidget Cube, so this is a really good time. I guess I should like rate them or something, but I don't know how you rate these. They're all different things. Next, so I have an assortment of these, so it's probably indicated again that I like them. So this is called usually the Infinity Cube, and so obviously I've got a couple of these. This one I think I got from like a gumball machine type of thing. This one came in the pack that my friend sent me, and it's the first one I had. It's very nice. It moves very smooth. This one, I don't know if you can tell, but it occasionally these little thingies do pop out. It's holding together pretty good right now, but this one, and it's got like, so this one's got like smooth edges versus this one's got hard edges, and I like them both. And I like that this looks like the galaxy. I find it very peaceful to look at stars. And then this is my big honking cube. It's just chunky. I like it. So I find these guys particularly soothing. Like, so the way you use them, right here, maybe it's easier to see it. This one. So you're kind of like continually pushing the edges away from you. So like, I'm looking at these edges, right? I'm folding it, and now they're facing outwards. So it's kind of like if I had, I don't know, string or something like that. Maybe it'd help look. But it kind of feels like you're, the impression it gives for me anyway is that like it's pulling something through in a way. So I find it very calming, right? So like if I was, I don't know, anxious or worried, kind of feels like it pulls some of that energy away from me, or that, I guess energy is a good enough word for it. That sensation. There's like a flow of it to me anyway. That, yeah, I'll do it to you. Yeah. Pulling out your anxiety, pushing it away, making it into a pasta strand in my mind. And I don't know, that just helps me. So obviously this one, it's not as easy to do one-handed. It's possible, but I think whereas maybe that I'd use when I'm trying to concentrate, this is more something I'd use to just kind of chill out and calm myself down or change my state of mind, everything. But I find them very nice for that sort of thing. And I can just do this for a while. And when I'm bored of it, I'm probably ready to go on to whatever the next thing is. Which is probably why I started fiddling with it in the first place. So, and I don't remember how I got this giant one, but I'm pleased I have a giant one. And then let's see here. The rest of them, I don't know if they all fall into different categories. Well, here. So these ones, I'm like, this is a cat toy, but I didn't know that it actually is. Oh, like the outer bit is a cat toy. This has got a marble in it. I feel like this is a nice one to like have in your pocket. So like, you know, say you wanted to fidget at like a meeting or something like that, and you're like, oh, I can't bring one of my maybe more clacky things. This is like a nice small one. Just kind of goes back and forth type of thing. And the texture of this is nice. And like the sensation of the marble going back and forth. It's good. I have no idea what these ones are called. If they even have a name. It's like a marble in a straw or a netting thing. But like, I've definitely seen people before be like, oh, you know, this is no good or whatever. But I'm like, I feel like this has its purpose. It's just you need the right time and place. And it's quite possible if you had access to the other ones, you might want something else. But there's definitely a time and place where this one is a good one to have. These ones I'm very fond of. So this one you can do one-handed. And again, it's nice because it's one-handed. It's nice too because similar to the infinity cube, I kind of got that idea of pushing something away, right? Or almost like the concept in my head is kind of like, if you've ever like made yarn or string where like you had to like twine and pull something away type of thing. It's kind of like that mentally for me, right? So that's nice. And then you've got like the cold of the metal and the soft of the band here, and it's just nice. Now I have gotten, so these ones, like you can get these in bulk, and I've definitely done that, which is nice because then I bunch because I lose them very easily. But I did get some ones where they seem to be attached incorrectly. So like the whole batch of them, I was like, I can't figure out, or I didn't have the, I don't know, the desire, I don't know, to figure out what had been done wrong. I was just kind of annoyed that it happened. But they were like somehow looped wrong or something like that, that they were not doing this nice fun thing. So this is what it should look like. And again, I don't know what this one's called, but this is probably, this might be one of my favorites. These guys here. It's because like you could, you know, no one's going to question this, and you're playing with it or whatever. Because it kind of just looks like a keychain, or if it's in your pocket, if it's making these sounds, it just sounds like you're like jingling your change a little bit. Oh, it's nice and compact and easy to use. I also like this one. This one is a two-hander though. So this is like a bicycle chain. I guess you could kind of do this. This is significantly less fun for some reason though. This is a lot more fun. Whee! See, much more fun. This is not necessarily, I guess we could do the one-handed working something in class thing with this. Like I said, doing it one-handed is less fun. So this is more like I am waiting for, you know, to be called to the doctor's office or a bus to come or something like that. It's something to enjoy my time with, and this is just delightful. I enjoy this very much. And then you can kind of play with it like this. Oh, I made a shape. Oh, I made a circle. Oh, I made a rectangle. I don't know. I just like it. It's pleasing. Sometimes things are just nice, and I don't have to need a reason. In my bag of fidget toys, there's a little string with a bell, which is, I think it was originally a cat toy, and I don't know why I have it in my fidget toy bag. But I'm going to give it an honorary mention as a good time, because while it's not initially a fidget toy, I am enjoying having it here. So it's going to stay there. And then we have like bigger ones. Oh, well, here, before we go on to that. So I wanted to show off a couple of these. So this a friend made for me. It's gorgeous. But this is like a lengthy bracelet thing, and it's got a lot of bounce to it. All right. And for me, this is something nice to just have and play with. Like if I was trying to, again, work with one hand, or if I was walking around, this is nice for you to be able to have fun chicken. And I have one made out of amber too. And so amber has got a lot of good properties if you're into the more metaphysical thing, where it's meant to, so you can tell me if I'm wrong about this. This is my understanding of it. So basically there's a thing where trees kind of take care of other trees. Like, so if like a tree stump was, like a tree was cut down, other trees might feed the stump for years to come, type of thing. And amber is tree sap, right? It's fossilized tree sap. And there's like a mentality where like if you're hurting, type of thing, that the tree sap or whatnot kind of is like, hey, I got you, fam, type of thing, and is supposed to somehow help with that, which is, I think that's really cool. And I like how like trees help each other out and stuff, so I just like the mentality behind it, if nothing else. And I like this, I don't know, I like beads. Like I also have this is a bracelet one of my nieces made for me, and I like this size bead type of thing. Like a lot of times I'll have like the very semi-precious beads, you know, like coral or like agate ones or stuff like that. And it's just, again, something nice to hold, which is actually why I have this here. This is actually just a wreath. I picked it up in the store and I kept walking around with it, and I was like, you know what, I just want it to have in my life. So now we have that as well. I guess in a similar vein, I've got this snake. This is somebody 3D printed this guy. It's a little snake, and it's just, you know, so the back side is smooth, the bottom side is more rough, and you can like have them wrap around and whatnot. But it's very nicely done. Got this at a gaming convention. But yeah, this may not be practical to bring everywhere, but I really like it. There's a bunch of these, and it was hard trying to start. Like I got this one. Oh, I have a little one too. Where's my little guy? See over here somewhere. Deserves an honorable mention if I can find it. Nope, no idea where he went. Okay, he's wandered off somewhere. But I have a little octopus one that's very tiny. But these are just, you see a lot of them nowadays. But people get really creative with them, and I enjoy them. I also have several incarnations of this guy, which is, most of them are actually more like a caterpillar. This one's a shark. and I think I have in my car this guy, something like this, but smaller, where you can play with it one-handed. And again, this is just kind of a pleasing type thing. So these are more, I feel like these are more soothing than for like if I was trying to concentrate type of thing, for me anyway. But they're definitely a good time. I like them. Got good clicky clack. And then I had to include my Jacob's Ladder because I'm like, I feel like those guys are born from the concept of the clicky clack of the Jacob's Ladder. And Jacob's Ladder is just a good time in general. Bloop. There we go. And moving on from clacky. Oh wait, there's one more clacky. So this guy, again, I don't know if this would count as the traditional, the concept of the fidget toy. Oh, glass in here is terrible. But this is just one of the roses. It's like, I feel like it's mentally soothing, you know, for like trying to chill out, relax. It's a very tactile sort of situation that you get with these guys. This has a name, and I am completely blanking on what it's called, but this is a long-standing thing. This was something that entertained us well in my youth. And speaking of things that entertained us well in my youth, we have the koosh ball. I'm a big fan of the koosh ball. I like the koosh ball. I like the noise the koosh ball makes. It's very bouncy bouncy. This is just genuinely pleasing. I like it. And then it's a special treat. I found the biggest slinky in the world, I guess. Oh wait, I could have just done this. Oh, destroyed this for no reason. There we go. Look how big this slinky is. Oh. Alright. Let's do this together. Ready? So unnecessarily large. I love it. Whoop. All right. Well, I like this. Perhaps too large. All right. Not even sitting right because it's so big. Ooh. Doesn't even, doesn't even slink well because it's so large, but there we go. Again, not sure if this is something that can be considered a fidget toy, but I feel like this is what those who needed a fidget toy enjoyed before the fidget toy was a concept. It's very much the koosh, Jacob's Ladder, the slinky, in all its various forms. And this guy. What's this called? I forget. So yes, we have those guys. And then, I guess, I don't know if these are a little more non-traditional, but this is like a squeezy. Squeezy. Right. And then this is just a foam donut. And I really like it. So I've had other foam things, and other foam things are fine. This donut I adore because you've got the softness of the donut. It's very soft. Right? And then you've got, like, I guess, paint and sprinkles on here, and the sprinkles are different textures. And that is really pleasing to me. used to be a keychain, but obviously I wore it off of whatever it was. Yeah, there it is. And then I have some more squishy things here. I have this squishy banana. And squishy banana can be like weirdly stretched out. I guess there's some sort of sand in here or something. Banana. Squishy banana. Similarly, I have a dinosaur that is made of same material. And I don't know. I like the noise it makes too. But this one's got kind of a little bit of a, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little sticky. And the banana is not sticky. I don't super care for sticky, just don't texture-wise. So this one I think gets by on my great love of dinosaurs rather than me being like, oh yay, sticky. I'm not about the sticky. I do like a dinosaur. And the sound it makes is pleasing. And then I have this guy, so cube up. It's a little, see, can you see him? It's a little frog. And one of these, it's a tiger too. They're just, I guess, them bursting out of the leaves of the jungle. But yeah, this is just, I don't know, it's more a workout for my hand than anything. I don't know that it's particularly calming. I don't know that it would super help one's concentration. But it's one of those things where I'm like, this is definitely the crowd it rolls with, right? And then we also have this guy. So I see a lot of those, like, you know, be whatever shape, and it's like the bubble, like you pop the bubble type of thing. But they're like very colorful nowadays, and they're like, I don't know, various sizes and stuff like that. And I don't know why, but those, I don't actually own any of those. Those don't really speak to me. But I do like this guy because this feels like when you pop bubble tape, bubble wrap, whatever it's called. And like once you've done a couple of them, it winds up popping the other ones back the other way, which is fun too. But this to me feels more like actually playing with bubble wrap than those ones that look more like a board of pop, pop, pop. So, and then it's nice because I can hold it in my hand and I don't have to flip it to bring the things back. Like I said, it just brings it back on its own, which is nice. And let's see who's left. I have a kazoo in here. This is not a fidget toy. But the noise is somehow like a fidget toy in my brain. So playing with this is in my brain, goes with the fidget toy, so it gets to stay with the fidget toy. And then lastly we have, I think it's the last one, right? Oh no, there's one on the rest for this one. This one here. So this one I keep in the box to keep it nice. Ooh. This is a gummed up. Very lovely. So good heft to it. And much like the banana here, or the dinosaur, it kind of holds that shape. It's got good resistance. Hi, Wolf. What's up? What can I do for you? Hi. Oof. That actually makes my chest hurt trying to. Strength. But I don't know. This is pleasing. But like because I want to keep it nice, I don't bring it everywhere. So I guess it's. Oh, here comes Wolf. Hi. What's up? I love you. I don't know. It's very like weird shapes, so it feels weird, but it's nice. I like it. It's got a lot of resistance to it. Hi. Oh, hello. So yeah, banana has not regained its fortitude. And help the banana go back. Go back to your original shape, banana. There we go. Okay, there's the banana. And then you're gonna, yeah, I'm gonna do this with y'all. You stay there. Alright, so I think that's all the things. So, I don't know if I really have a, oh wait, no, that's right, one more. So, this is essentially like an Easter egg, but it's a dinosaur egg, right? But it's one of these guys, it's a little sticky lizard. And again, I keep them in the thing, so it's one of those like, whoop. I can, just take the things. But yeah, very sticky. So those are like fun to like whack against the wall type of things. But they are very sticky, and I don't always go in for sticky. But I don't have to keep this egg. I love this egg though, because it's got like, again, it's textured. But I love doing this. This is fun in the middle of the night. So sometimes you just want to play with the box instead of the toy. You know? So yeah. So we have got, I know, there's a sky bird. Get it back in the bag. Hello, my love. Hello, my love. So, we've got there. Oh, and you've returned to your shape. So yeah, so like soft stuff, we've got these guys, right? Boop. And maybe you can count that as well. And there's our like softer stuff, right? So and then for more textured stuff, got these guys. Actually, this is type of textured too, right? Oh, you're definitely textured. There we go. Slinky. And these guys. Oh, and this guy. This guy. And these guys. Different textures, right? And then for like your clicky clackies. Slinky's clicky clack too, right? So I think all of these still actually make noise as well as the kazoo. Hi, Pippa. Get that like texture of moving things around type of thing. These guys are good. Like, whereas this is like, okay, your worry stone doesn't really have that. This is that texture. This has got texture like that. This guy's good. This guy's good. Well, sorry, Wolf was walking on me. Oh, careful, baby. Ah, ouch. So I don't know if there's really a best or least for me, so much as like, it really depends on what I want to do. So like, if I was just going to like, if I'm going somewhere and like, oh, I just want to throw a thing in the bag, just so I definitely have something, it'll definitely be one of these, right? Because these are just very versatile. But if I'm maybe going away for a trip or something like that, I'll probably grab one of these guys too. I've been in school for a very long time, but, well, that's not true. I was taking a class over for COVID. But if I was doing it in class, I'm not quite sure, but I feel again like, I feel bad. There's so many wonderful vegetarians here, and I'm like the keychain. You know, it's the equivalent of when I get Wolf, you know, fun toys and juice in the box type of thing. But yeah, sometimes simple works best. But I guess like if I want the one that was most relaxing to me, it's probably going to be the infinity cube type of thing. So I really like these. But yeah, I mean each has its own ups and downs. That's really like walking around with this. It's just pleasing to walk around with. I don't know. But yeah, there's a nice whole collection here. Oops, sorry. There we go. Cool. You hungry, Peppa? Shall I go get you something to eat? Here. Gonna take a group shot. All the fun things we've got here. Ta-da! And entirely more nonsense than one might need, but it suits. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Now I'm gonna put all these in a baggie. Have a good one.